So, as an update for last week's video, I got a new computer yesterday because it was my birthday, and with it I was actually able to fix the hard drive that I was afraid was fried because it had some problems, but it just needed to be repaired in Windows. But more importantly, you know what that means. Hey guys, Sean here. It has finally reached that week that I've been talking about, where I'm going to make the big announcement that I've been talking about doing and the thing I've been working on and all that greatness. But first, we have to go back. Go back to video 000, the original video that I posted. In that video, I was sitting in my car at VidCon on the last day. I don't know if you've noticed, I went to VidCon. It may have come up in a few of my videos. But you know, I talked about how I wanted to do this and things that I had learned and you know, things like that. I don't really remember. It was all blah. It wasn't edited at all. It was just what came out as I was saying it. So I don't really remember all of it, and I haven't watched it since. But there were two very important things that I learned at VidCon. The first one was that Hank Green, one of the co-founders of VidCon, along with his brother John Green, the Vlog Brothers, they're great. You should look them up. You should listen to their podcast. You should probably read John Green's books, even if you aren't a tween girl. Okay, maybe not. But they're great. During the creative keynote presentation, it was revealed by Hank Green that they had started an Internet Creators Guild. This is a new guild that was designed to support internet creators, like YouTube makers, or Twitch streamers, or Vine makers, or whatever fits in that gamut of the internet creator. So shortly after it came out and you were able to register for it, I went to it and I wanted to register for it because I thought it was a big thing, but I felt like I needed to have a few things under my belt to actually be an internet creator first before I signed up for the guild. So I wanted to get, you know, all my videos up to a certain point done, and so finally, around 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago maybe, I finally felt like I had enough and I could put something on there. So I did sign up for the Internet Creators Guild. I haven't actually used it for anything yet, but I'm a member of the guild now, I guess technically, and I will be using it to my advantage eventually. As it stands right now, I really haven't done any advertising or anything for this channel. I haven't told anyone I've been doing. Okay, that's not true. I've told like 4 people I've been doing this so far, but you know, I don't tweet about it, I don't post it on Facebook, nothing, because I'm waiting for a certain point. But we'll get to that next week. The other important thing that came out of VidCon was a panel hosted by Greg Miller from Kinda Funny and Kinda Funny Games and the overall Kinda Funny umbrella. I don't know exactly what they call their company, but I think it's just Kinda Funny. Anyway, they also are great. You should check them out. This panel was about asking your audience for money, which is kind of a terrifying thing to do, especially if you're someone like me who, you know, hasn't really done much, has 10 videos so far, counting this one and the first one, which was just a stream of conscious rant in my car. But one of the things that really resonated with me during that panel, other than the fact that Greg Miller is hysterical and everyone on Kinda Funny is really amazing. No, wait, actually I need to talk about the other thing first before I talk about it. Yeah, so I'll do it. Okay, good call. There's actually no one there. It's actually a mirror, so I was talking to myself. Greg Miller used to work for IGN, and he kind of became a very big personality there. He was on all their podcasts and all their streams, and he eventually became too big for IGN. When it was decided mutually that he should probably move on to start his own thing, he, along with 2 other guys, started Kinda Funny. Every time they move chairs, it just picks up every sound, doesn't it? Wow. On the day Kinda Funny started, they announced that they had a Patreon. And within hours, they had gotten enough pledges that it was already a viable option for them to do this. So really the entire panel was basically about Patreon and how great Patreon is. But the thing I really took from the panel was when someone asked Greg Miller, so when should we start a Patreon? Like, how many viewers do you want? Or how many videos should you have? Or like, when's the best time to actually start a Patreon? To which he said, today, right now, because why not? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You get no patrons. Nothing's changed. Today is the same as yesterday. You don't have any patrons. However, you could get one patron. And that's, say they are only donating $1. That's still $1 more than you were getting yesterday. So with that in mind, I started a Patreon. Wait, no. I haven't started it yet. Well, as of right now, in the filming of this timeline, I haven't started yet. But in the right there, you watching this, I have started it. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to edit all of this part, which you've already seen. It's edited already up to this point. And then I'm going to add a little button onto the end of it, which will come in roughly a minute or so. And then that moment will be when the Patreon started. I'm also going to be using this video as my Patreon video, so that's kind of why I wanted to get it all done and ready before I actually started the Patreon. So I know the big question with Patreon is, what do we get? What do we get? Well, I'm just starting out, so I can't really give too much right now. The main crux of my Patreon right now is tiers. So not so much the reward tiers, but what my milestones are. I don't really expect to get any money, to be quite honest, but I have set some pretty stellar goals for myself. So the first tier will be, I will start making another video every week, so 2 videos every week. The next tier, I will start a podcast that I have had an idea about for about a year now. I have a very specific person that I want to be the first guest on this podcast, and she will not be easy to get, so that's kind of a higher tier sort of thing. And then lastly, the top tier, that is when I will start doing videos about the thing I care about the most, which is gaming. As it stands right now, I cannot do any videos about gaming for legal reasons. But if I reach this top tier, that will change. I will be able to start doing a separate gaming channel. I will be able to start doing Twitch streams. I will be able to start doing videos about games on here too. I will no longer have any sort of a content restriction on me, which is kind of an invisible content restriction that you don't see. I do have a few rewards set up there. There is a Google Hangout once a month because Patreon kind of suggests these things. A thank you every month. And finally, in the doobly-doo, I will put an approved link of your choice. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to link to like Pornhub or anything like that, but if I deem that it's, oh, what about my First Amendment right? Yeah, whatever. You don't read the First Amendment. I'm not the government. But yeah, this is the first step. Well, I guess it's the second step, actually. The first step was doing this. So now this is doing the next thing. So that might have been more than a minute, but let's go to the tape. Alright, so it is about 3 hours later. I actually had to go run a quick errand and eat dinner before I did this. That is also why the lighting is different. I don't have the sunlight coming in at all, so it's a little darker than it was earlier in the video. And the lighting just gets crazier. So here it is, my Patreon page. I said earlier that I had Google Hangouts on here. Once I looked at it again, I don't actually have that on here, but if it's something that people would want, then I'll put it on there. I mean, this is all going to be a learning experience, a going along, you know. If people take to it, if, you know, no one takes to it, whatever, we'll cross all those bridges when we come to them. So Google Hangout, I am up for it, but only if someone actually wanted that. So, but again, I'm rambling. That's not the point of this. So, as a great actor once said, and here we go. It's official. So that's it. It's real. It's out there. You can become a patron of me now if you'd like. I would greatly appreciate it if you did. If you don't want to, I totally understand. I know I haven't made enough stuff to actually, you know, justify this, but if even one of you were to sign up for it, then it would mean something, and it would make me realize that I am doing something that I should be doing. So with that, feel free to follow me on Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or Facebook, or become a patron on Patreon. And have a good however long it is until you watch my next video.